Hey crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2, who is extremely late tonight. I am embarrassed and so sorry. It has been crazy. So as you can see, we are at the quilting retreat. And who forgot to get up and get away from dinner to go do the live? That would be me. So I hope you all are having an amazing evening. Wanted to catch up and spend just a little bit of time with you tonight. I don't know, obviously, that we're going to stay on the entire time tonight, but thanks for being here. Look, Dawn says, not sure margaritas and sewing machines are a good mix. I don't know. We were careful. We're cautious, right? So you just never know what's going on. We try to do things a little bit different at Guys Craft 2 when we come to a retreat. Danielle says, hey, John Carl Retreaters, and everyone in the chat, hey, welcome. Thanks, Danielle, for being here. Miss Mona's here. We're missing her at this retreat. She was here back in New Year's Eve, and we hope to see her again in New Year's Eve. Hey, Joydy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging in here, guys. I am so sorry how embarrassing is that to be 10, 12 minutes late to your own live. So I appreciate that you all did hang in there for me tonight. Let me catch up. I'm trying to get not having. So tonight for dinner, we had chicken enchilada casserole. We had Mexican street corn. We had homemade queso. We had chips and salsa and guacamole and Mexican rice. And I think that's it. And then we also have, what else do we have? Oh, we have key lime pie for dessert. And yes, we did have margaritas. So um, that was pretty exciting. I have a Jimmy Buffett margarita maker, right? So we got to do that. And I'm thinking maybe for the New Year's Eve retreat, we did champagne last year. We'll still do champagne, but we may have to bring our Bartesian over. And if you don't know what a Bartesian is, you can absolutely Google that and see what that is. So we'll see how this retreat goes. So we decide what's going on for New Year's Eve. Hey, Jen, thanks for being here tonight. Janet, Landa. Gosh, guys, how embarrassing. Look how many folks are on, and it's late on the East Coast. Jean goes, oh my, he forgot us. I did not mean to forget you all. We were sitting there just having such a good time talking. In my mind, I will tell you, it was somewhere completely different. Today was day one of the retreat. So we were able to get together and do that. And then um, most everybody's working on their own projects today. Ray Steeves, as you all know, is going to be here for tomorrow and Saturday. He's bringing in a new pattern that he designed with his AccuQuilt, and he did it with the 10-inch cube. I actually brought my 12-inch cube, and another lady brought her 8-inch cube. So we have several cubes to switch from to try and figure out what's going on. So anxious to see what his new pattern is. He also does something with jelly roll strips, and we're doing those. So I'll be anxious to see what those look like and what that turns into. Hey, Judy, welcome in. Guys, if I missed anyone, it is absolutely not on purpose. Hey, Zaza, welcome in. Delia's here. Hey, Delia, welcome in. Hey, Raven, how are you? Always good to see you. Who else? Dawn's here. Hey, Dawn, welcome in. You all coming in to say hi?
Yes, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. There's Miss D.
House worst bad habits.
But we're having a good time, yes?
Yeah.
So we do things a little bit different at Guys Craft too, yes? But so Ray will be here tomorrow and Saturday. He's doing a jelly roll strip. I'm not sure what it is. He brought 4 tubs of 2.5-inch strips. So it's a pattern that he has done for years. He supplies the 2.5-inch strips in that, so we'll have those. And then the next day we'll be working on his new AccuQuilt pattern. So I'm anxious to play with that and see what that looks like. Raven says, super sunny and margaritas in hand. Yeah, and look, the pool behind us. I love this retreat center. We could only handle 12 at this retreat center. We ended up with 6 for this retreat. And again, this is only our second retreat, so we're still getting new and getting started with that. We do have 9 registered right now for New Year's Eve. So we're hopefully, it's May, so we hope to sell out for that one. And so that would be amazing. So yes, Tasha says matching shirts. Absolutely. Everybody gets matching shirts when they show up. We do this year, this retreat, we did 30-ounce tumblers that are personalized and have Guys Craft 2 on there. We did 40-ounce at New Year's Eve and realized those are just maybe a little bit big. We do tote bags for everyone, and then we do a lot of different gifts. And you saw the sewing flag that we made for all the retreaters this year. So just a good time and opportunity for us to be together and share some experiences in that. Next week, don't forget, we have, what do we have going on next week? Next week we have the Show and Tell by Elizabeth Hartman, so I'm hoping to get that cut out this week. I definitely need to get ready and be prepared for next Thursday evening for that. And then we also have Monday, Memorial Day. So our retreat is actually ending Sunday. So I will be home, be live on Monday, and won't be late for that one. 7 a.m. for the Holiday Quilting Bee. I hope that you all can join. We'll have some goodies in that to give away there. A few different things that we've done in the past that we'll be announcing hopefully on Memorial Day about some different things that we're kind of venturing into and just dipping our toe into some different waters in that. But it's fun being back at this retreat center this time because, when we were here for New Year's Eve, it's a little bit different. We weren't able to be outside necessarily, be in the pool, even though, even Phoenix is, in the 50s and that typically in the wintertime, but just not the same, especially if you're used to being here at 118 degrees. It's not that you're going to want to be out in the weather for that. So we actually have been in the pool, had our feet in the pool a little bit in that, and just working around. I will get some pictures posted this week of the retreat and things that are going on. We do have a nice big sewing area to do. What else? The Banner Day, don't forget the Holiday Quilting Bee. We'll be doing the Vila Rosa Banner Day. And so I'm doing that table runner. And as you saw, yes, John went and spent $300 on patriotic fabric. Just crazy. For some reason, I have tons of stash and tons of fabric around. What I don't have is patriotic fabric. So I have plenty now. I actually have an AccuQuilt pattern that I want to do. And I'll have to show you all if I haven't already. It's one that I did a few months ago. It's actually hanging in our family room, but it's in the purples and blues with whites and with a white and black. And it's just so dynamic. And even one of my friends goes, I would have never picked that purple and blue, but it looks so good together. Interesting enough, the colors on that pattern were the purple and blue. So it really did come together. But I was sitting there the other night and I thought that would make such a cool patriotic quilt for our wall hanging for the summer. So I have yet to cut that. So the fact that I'm off for the next few days might be nice, and then I'll be able to get that put together. So we'll see how that works out. One of the things I would like to do, and I haven't talked to the retreat host here, but I think it would really, really be cool to rent out the retreat center for QuiltCon 2028 and be able to host 12 folks here. And then we can have some fun at night and during the day, and then figure out transportation and a bus trip back and forth to QuiltCon for a couple of days. But then we can all come back and talk about how much money we spent and that we shouldn't have spent so much money, and yet we did anyways. And then we can actually knock out and do some quilting projects, which I think would be fun. So we'll look and see if we can figure that out as well. So she has not released 2028 dates yet. So we are booked through next year for 27. And our plan for quilt retreats is to continue with the summer kickoff, New Year's Eve, and then we hope over the next few years to be able to add about 3 more. We'd like to do about 5 retreats a year. We feel like that's kind of probably the right cadence because that's basically one every other month or so. And we do a lot of work. We do a lot of prep to get this ready. We want For me, the quilting retreat is about you, and it's about having an experience when you come, and it's about that focus. And so that's very important to us, and I don't want to take it away. I don't want to commercialize this. I don't want to take the emphasis and make it different because it is about a relaxing experience doing something that all of us have a passion for and that all of us love. And so that's really important to me. What else is going on? Any questions? Any comments? Hey, Tasha, welcome in. I think I did miss saying hi to you. If I did, I didn't mean to. Well, yeah, you talked about our matching shirts. Let me scroll down. My um, chat is in a different place than what I'm used to. It's so different tonight. Raven goes, cool, you are tempting. I think Raven needs to head over with Brendan from New Zealand. How cool would that be for all of us get to be together? Yeah, and in February, we typically have pretty good weather in February when QuiltCon is here. We can be as hot as the 70s in that. This past March, we were actually 110. So, I mean, you just never know what our weather's going to be around here, but it could definitely be fun. Mm-mm. Raven goes, you probably have enough for now, but you probably need to buy more. You can't just, I don't know that you can ever have enough. Raven goes, my sewing isn't straight with margaritas. Yeah, I don't know how much sewing I'll get done tonight, but we'll see. Again, it's fun and something different. Zaza, happy birthday again, Day. So it's Day's birthday. So shout out, happy birthday. Danielle says, hey, I'm late. So Danielle, so honest be, John was late. And so that happens. I worried all day that I was going to end up being late. And by the time we got dinner, put the buffet together, and started serving, we were all just sitting around socializing, sharing, and I did. I completely forgot until one of the retreaters came in and goes, are you still doing the retreat? Doing your live because folks are on their waiting. Gosh, how embarrassing. But it could be worse, right? I could have just completely forgotten. So luckily, I had someone here that was part of that. So I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be an opportunity for us. I am anxious to see get some projects completed. So I have worked on doing another 5x5 um, tote bag. That's what I got stitched out today. So it's you take 5 charms, right? So it's 25 charms front and back. That's what I got completed today. It's a Christmas tote bag. So I realized I've done several tote bags and different things for my daughter, my niece, and different ones. Now I'll soon to be have a daughter-in-law, and so they're getting married in October. Carl, my partner, for the first time, will get to visit Tennessee. They're getting married over in Gatlinburg. We got those hotel reservations. Interesting enough, the hotel that they're booking everything at did not have rooms available on Thursday night, so we can only stay Friday through Monday. But we needed somewhere else for Thursday, so I don't like the traffic and fighting back and forth anymore to get between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It's just, to me, it's just gotten atrocious. And it's fine once you get in Gatlinburg because you just hop on the trolley anymore. I'm surprised they still let people drive through there. It's gotten so bad. But we ended up booking Thursday evening. We're staying at the Christmas Inn in Pigeon Forge, and it's a all um, Christmas hotel, and they actually have Christmas trees in some of the rooms. It comes with a Christmas buffet breakfast, and even their pool in that they've got like a lazy river and a pool in that, and they have candy canes that come out over the pool, and the water comes out of the candy canes and that. So it'll be a full Christmas experience, and I'm like for that time of year and for October, getting ready for Christmas. We'll be right ahead of Halloween, but that's fine. Yeah, I love it. And it's someone, actually, several people in the comments for the reviews and that talked about it being like the Hallmark experience, right? And of course, I'm a Hallmark geek. So, how awesome is it going to be that we'll be in the fall in cool weather, actually get to see the leaves change. That's what I was talking to someone the other day. They were talking about, it's so beautiful when you get the fall colors and you get the rust and the goads and all those. And I was like, so all I know is at the end of the day, God must have been a hokey because hokey colors are maroon and orange, and God changes the leaves to maroon and orange during hokey football season. So that's all I'm going to say. My son's become a new Tennessee Volunteer fan, but he doesn't change them orange and white, right? So you just never know. But I think that'll be fun for us to be down there for Gatlinburg. He's never seen the Smoky Mountains or any of that. I used to take the kids there camping all the time when they were young. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a true experience for us, and I'm anxious to see what's there. Hey, Deb, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Trying to look through to see if I missed any comments. Danielle says, "Have you got me a new Rowenta water section separate from the iron? It's amazing." Yes, so it sounds like you got the Rowenta Pro with a steam station, and that's what I had before I got my Laura Star. I still love my Rowenta. We actually bring that to the quilt retreats every year because here she uses the Panasonic wireless cordless irons is what she has at two different ironing stations. I just don't think it's enough. And, those cordless just don't stay hot enough for me, especially after I've gotten so spoiled with the Oliso. So we actually bring our Rowenta. So I have bet you are absolutely thrilled, Miss Danielle, with that. That is a super gift, and you should be very happy with it. I love mine, and I can tell you the folks that come here love using the one that I bring. So it's hot steam and it's ready to go when it comes out. It's just crazy. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. So, as you can see, we're at the retreat center and having fun. I will definitely get some pictures posted of some of the rooms, some of the dinners. You already got to meet some of the retreaters. How cool was that? So we are definitely having a good time just getting it done. So I don't know. It's an exciting time of year. There just seems like so much going on. Yeah, I talked about January, February doing a Christmas quilt for my grandson. Have I started that? No. So I will have to get started on that soon because he still needs to long arm the one for my granddaughter, but I got to get my grandsons done so they can both get those in their pre-Christmas box in November, so they'll have those quilts to enjoy for a long time. Zaza says, John, you kept the Laura Star quiet. They are fabulous machines. My friend has one. Unfortunately, they're not available here. Oh, that's awful. I had no idea. Um, yeah, I've had my Laura Star probably almost 2 years now, I think. Um, but yes, probably when we do the tour of the new design studio and all that, y'all might be surprised what John has. I actually just got two new AccuQuilt dies this week because I found a bargain um, on the website and found actually the Apple Core AccuQuilt die that I had been really wanting, and actually found it on eBay, brand new, at a really, really great price. So I ended up grabbing that. So, people talk about AccuQuilt's very expensive in that, and I'm not going to say it's not. But if you watch and stay consistent, you'll be surprised how many times you can find um, really good bargains, good buys on there. Danielle says, "Hey, do you want to be part of my new series, Stitching with the Guys?" Oh, that sounds exciting. Send me some information, Danielle, and I will certainly take a look. I will tell you, work is getting ready to go off the hook for me. So I'm really excited that we had the quilting retreat now. I've got, in a few weeks, you all get to see Ava Lynn and get to see her from the beach. And we will be over at Myrtle Beach for a week. I can't wait. I am so anxious. And then we will be headed to Southern Arizona over July 4th. So I do have to figure out what's going to work for that holiday quilting bee. But we will be headed there July 4th. We hope to possibly purchase our land that we want to retire on. But that is the plan. And then literally when I come back, starting mid-July, I go into a really tough time at work, and it's going to be a long, at least July, August, and first part of September, and it could go way beyond that. So I'm not really looking forward to it. It's a huge project that I've got to get done and work on, and it is what it is, right? That's how we pay the bills. But um, definitely still buying lottery tickets, guys, because I don't need that much. I don't need that big a number to just say, guys, I'm just going to be on YouTube every day and go over and chat with Danielle and Brian and Zaza and Joydy and Raven and Jean and just, yeah, everyone, right? Just, and I don't need, but if not, then we have just a few more years to make it happen, and then we'll be retired. So it's go come one way or the other. Danielle says, take me to Myrtle Beach with you. I love Myrtle Beach. This will be, I think, the fifth year. Sounds right. I think this will be the fifth year that we've gone with my daughter's family and the two grandchildren. So I'm really anxious. We go to Quilting at the Beach, is their quilt store down there. They have a couple, but I've only been to the one. We always find a lot of um, fabric that we like, which is crazy because I've got 6 quilt stores here. Yet last year, some of the fabric that I found there, I had not seen in our quilt store, and it was actually probably a month later before I actually saw that in the quilt store. So um, it's always fun, right? Everybody, yeah, it's fun just to get fabric and say, okay, I bought that at the beach, and that's from South Carolina. It's all about memories, right? And that's a lot about what we do as content creators, but also what we do as quilters, right? We're making stitching memories for folks. Danielle says you got to make that money so you can buy all that Tula fabric. I tell you, I am so excited that I actually got the floral reef done. I got an email from Pink Door the other day that the newest collection is coming out soon, and it's been shipped. So we'll be doing another Tula unboxing very soon. So that's always exciting to see what's going on there, right? Brian goes, "That's where you got that fun Halloween fabric." Yeah, it was. It was just so cool, and we never saw it in our quilt stores out here, which makes no sense for me. And honestly, if I went into the Phoenix locations, they may have had it. I do know that our quilt stores out on our side of town, Halloween is not a popular item for them, so they carry less Halloween fabric in that. But it is what it is. But I did get my poo fabric. If you all saw the unboxing with all those cute, adorable um, characters, so I was really excited about that. Oh, Judy says you need to check out. I say Beaufort, but I think it's Beaufort, South Carolina. I actually lived in South Carolina for 5 years, so I'm real familiar with obviously Columbia. I lived down in North Augusta, worked in Graniteville, was over in Aiken quite a bit. I belonged to the country club over in Edgefield. I've been to Greenwood, I've been to Greenville. I've been all over, and I've heard of Beaufort, but I don't think we ever actually went there. I love, love, love Myrtle Beach, but I think to me, one of the funnest towns is Charleston. It was in my mind. I could see the town, see the ship, and everything sitting there. I love Charleston. To me, it is just that old South. I know a lot of people like bouncing on down to Savannah, Georgia. Savannah's nice, but I don't know. I've really got a warm spot in my heart for South Carolina. Like I said, we lived there for 5 years. We have really good memories about it. We only moved because I got a different job with better money and a better title, and that's how we ended up in Virginia. But I really did like South Carolina. Delia says we went through there, but never stopped. Next time we're in South Carolina, we will be stopping in. Yes, we should all do that. We need to make a big road trip and just kind of take a journey across the country. I actually just booked tonight, and Sally's not on, but I did just book tonight. Um, the hotel rooms for Road to California. So I am hoping to go to Road to California in January. I have not told my partner yet. So he won't care. But I usually before I do some things, I do talk to him. We had planned to go to QuiltCon or talked about going to QuiltCon Atlanta because I really would like to see some of my East Coast buddies, and I just know they don't come out necessarily to Phoenix. And why would you, right? If you've got QuiltCon every couple of years in Atlanta or right there Raleigh on the East Coast, it's an expensive trip. So we had thought about coming to QuiltCon next year, knowing now that it's coming to Phoenix in 2028. I'm just skipping QuiltCon and decided to stay West Coast and do Road to California. So I was supposed to do that this year and meet Sally in that. It ended up not working out because I had issues at work that really didn't let me get away. And I think even um, Sally ended up having a conflict too and couldn't get there. Sorry. So there are huge picture windows in this house, and a bird just flew into the picture window. So just totally threw me off. So this is part of the patio. Sorry if I spun too fast to make you all dizzy. And these are the big picture windows sitting in this house. So again, it's just a crazy retreat center. So we're so fortunate. This house itself is 6,300 square feet. So I can't imagine that people actually just live here, let alone can afford something like this. And the lady that owns this center lives across the street in another same size house and has another house down the street that she uses as a retreat center. So I tell you what, money can get you a lot of things. Oh, Alex was born in Beaufort. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, Judy says I love Charleston too. Yeah, there's just something about Charleston. It to me, it is the definitely the epitome of the old South for some reason. Delia says I'm in Mount Pleasant for over 6 months, visiting my daughter and her family. How cool is that? Danielle says I can't wait till fall. Hubby, son, and I, and the pups are going to Slabs to spend a week with the in-laws. Look at that. See, Danielle always has some good um, fun things. Look, Brian goes, did the poor bird get into the margaritas? You just never know. It's scary. I do feel bad, right, for um, the animals, right? We've kind of invaded their space, right? But it is what it is. Well, guys, I so appreciate that you all hung out, waited for me. I hope that you all are having an amazing week. I will say that I very much enjoyed being off today. It was a busy morning getting things set up in that, but the folks that show up are just so amazing, so kind, so understanding. We have such a good time just socializing, laughing, and just relaxing, which just even makes this more special, right? So I look forward to us being together Sunday afternoon. I'll be finishing, I'm hoping, my 2 quilts of valor for Miss Pat. That's very important. I want to get those done, and then they'll need to be long armed and all of that. She needs those by August. So we're actually running ahead of schedule, which is even better, right? So, but I appreciate you all hanging out there, dropping in, giving me an opportunity just to catch up a little bit. Feels weird not to have a sewing machine in front of me and be working on or acting like I'm going to work on a project while we're together, but it is what it is. I hope you have a great start to your weekend. I look forward to us being together Sunday and again on Monday. And as always, until next time, happy crafting.